fire's lit now, the wind starts to fall. Come gather, dear friends, when the old voices call. We brought you the tales from the land and the sea. Come sit and stay silent, you're finally home.
We walked the grey cliffs of the wide moor shore, then crossed to the silence of Connemara's moor. From the deep misty loch to the high lonely sleep, we carry the wonder that you will believe.
We saw the great shadows, the sirens' air makes.
Oh, we ran from the
daggers for
foolish mistakes.
We learned the quiet wisdom of Bran's soft advice, and found the true meaning of freedom's cold price. Drawn close to the ember and leave the night's fear.
The music is ready, the silence is here.
This fire is warm and the tales we will share.
Come breathe the wild magic, the open air. The road is the greatest of stories to find, but peace is the treasure we leave behind. The journey is over, the moment is still, so settle your spirit and drink your fill.
We've traded the darkness for this golden light. We'll fill up the silence with calm through the night. The words that we speak are the sound of the past. The stories we carry are meant now to last. Drawn close to the ember and leave the night's fear.
The music is ready, the silence is here.
This fire is warm and the tales we will share.
Come breathe the wild magic, the open air. Come breathe the wild magic, the open air. Come breathe the wild magic, the open Good evening, dear friends, the fire is ready. The road dust is settled, the cold starts to slow. We've gathered our breath after many long days, and bring you the stories that shine through the haze. My Bran and myself, we have wandered for years. We chase the far mountain and conquer the fears. The path is the lifeblood that keeps our hearts strong. We find the true magic in where we belong. Come listen, dear spirits, the fire is our guide. We traded our secrets for nothing to hide. The journey is yours now, the word is the key. Come sit by the music and learn how to be. Come looking for the traveler's loot. He's stuck to our road like a bird to the wool. He's loud and he's foolish, our handsome young fool. But then we heard Niamh in the cool morning air, a voice made of starlight, a beautiful prayer. Her song was the missing, the final true part. She finished the music and healed every heart. Come listen, dear spirits, the fire is our guide. We traded our secrets for nothing to hide. The journey is yours now, the word is the key. Come sit by the music and learn how to be. Slept by the cold. The stories I carried were heavy and old. My voice was my company, thin as the glass. I feared the true journey would finally pass. But Aine saw the silence and Bran saw the need. They gave me the comfort like planting a seed. I trust their old wisdom, the calm in their eyes, the shelter I found beneath these wild skies. The compass can break and the true map can lie. Four voices rising will reach the wide sky. I found the deep secret the world cannot see, the treasure of kinship that waits now for me. Four voices rising will reach the wide sky. I found the deep secret the world cannot see, the treasure of kinship that waits now for me. Then Ronan arrived with a laugh and a spark. He sings the best melodies out in the dark. He drags us from trouble to trouble and strife, but always brings the best light back to life. My soul was a puzzle too scattered and wide. I needed the rhythm where all things could hide. I found my true harmony, simple and clear, my family of choice that will banish the fear. The compass can break and the true map can lie, but four voices rising will reach the wide sky. I found the deep secret the world cannot see, the treasure of kinship that waits now for me. The compass can break and the true map can lie, but four voices rising will reach the wide sky. I found the deep secret the world cannot see, the treasure of kinship that waits now for me.
can bite, and the road can be steep, but the war that we fight is the one that we keep. It's not in the shouting, the running, the race, but finding the quiet in this wandering place. The mountain taught Bran what the old sages say. The rushing and fear only led us astray. The strength of the stone is its patience to wait. True power is found when you master your fate. The heart does not break if the spirit is slow. We learn to breathe deep, and we learn how to grow. The weapon of wisdom is silence and light. Slow, steady strength that can conquer the night. Break if the spirit is slow. We learn to breathe deep, and we learn how to grow. The weapon of wisdom is silence and light. A slow, steady strength can conquer the night. I carry the silence from Bearer's high peak, the lesson of strength for the humble and meek. The answer is simple, the path is now clear. Greatest of magic is banishing fear. The journey is long, but I walk with my eyes on the soft, quiet wisdom beneath the wide skies. The blood of my fathers, of the land, my strength is my silence, my soul is my stand. The heart does not break if the spirit is slow. We learn to breathe deep, and we learn how to grow. Weapon of wisdom is silence and light. A slow, steady strength that can conquer the night. The road dropped away as the wide water spread. The green banks were silent, the sky overhead. We stopped by the banks where the clear river runs. The Shannon, a mirror for moons and for suns. It carries no burden and moves with no haste. A silver road winding through plains that we trace. It knows all the secrets that flow from the past. A peace in its rhythm that eternally lasts. So the silent, slow river, a mirror to time. It flows through the ages of reason and rhyme. The ancient green water, it whispers of rest. The place where the spirit is truly the blessed. Where the spirit is truly the blessed. We knelt by its edge just to wash off the dust, and felt the long miles surrender their trust. The current took worry, the ache and the sting. Just the sound of the water, the pure song it brings.
Carry that stillness, a treasure inside, a knowledge of peace that forever will abide. The river runs onward, a path we must learn, but for now in its shadow we gently return. Oh, the silent, slow river, a mirror to time. It flows through the ages of reason and rhyme. The ancient green water, it whispers of rest. The place where the spirit is truly the blessed.
Young Ronan was careless with ale and with coin. He sang a loud song where the paths are rejoined. We warned him of trouble, of eyes in the dark. He laughed at the shadows and missed the true mark. The moment was gone and the darkness grew thin. We heard the steel whispers and knew what rushed in. The king's men were fast and their anger was strong. We ran for our lives where we didn't belong. The fear is the friend that our wisdom must keep. A lesson that burns while the wild city sleeps. The blade shone so bright on that terrible road. We learned that the music is best when it's old. Oh, were too slow and young Ronan was stiff. But Aine saw the path on the edge of the cliff. She grabbed the old lantern and dropped it so deep. We followed her silence while the soldiers did creep. When morning arrived and the danger was done, old Bran fixed his eyes on his reckless young one, and he said, "Oh, we should have left you right there." But Ronan just smiled and the rascal won't break. The fear is the friend that our wisdom must keep, a lesson that burns while the wild city sleeps. The blade shone so bright on that terrible road. We learned that the music is best when it's old. Oh, granite is warm where the ocean still cries, a cold silver coin beneath endless grey skies. We stood on the edge where the old land gives way and swallowed the sorrow of yesterday's day.
The salt of the leaving still burns on the tongue, a song of departure that cannot be unsung. The coast holds a secret, the silent vow we made, the memory etched in the spirit that will never fade.
Never fade. Where the green meets the grey, we carry the image, though miles lie away. The ache in the spirit, the echo of sound from the holiest, loneliest, far western ground. Western ground. The sea is a mirror for futures unseen. It taught us the meaning of what could have been. We traded the harbor for freedom's cold price. The infinite space is a that vastness we tasted, that hunger and roar still beats like a drum on that distant pale shore. And when the world presses, we close up our eyes and see the wide water beneath the white skies. White skies. Shore, where the green meets the grey, we carry the image, though miles lie away. The ache in the spirit, the echo of sound from the holiest, loneliest, far western ground.
awaken the spirit, the echo of sound from the holiest, loneliest, far western ground.
The long road is over, the sea air is near. The deep water sighs and it washes out fear. The wave breaks so soft where the wet sand is spread. The kindest of music to quiet the head. It pulls on the pebbles with barely a sound. The calmest of power that can ever be found. We stood at the edge and we let all things go. The ebb and the flowing, forever so slow. The salt on the evening, a blessing so warm. A story the wide empty ocean has told. The tide takes the sorrow that we cannot keep in. The gentlest of journeys where true peace begins. Soul, a story the wide empty ocean has told. The tide takes the sorrow that we cannot keep in. The gentlest of journeys where true peace begins. The moon is the master that guides all the flow. A mirror of magic from ages ago. We trusted the current, the pull and the grace to lead us to quiet a different old place. It taught us the pace that a long life should keep. The breath of the giant when giants are asleep. Just water and memory forever entwined. A beautiful silence for the traveling mind. The salt on the evening, a blessing so old. A story the wide empty ocean has told. The tide takes the sorrow that we cannot keep in. The gentlest of journeys where true peace begins. weary, the skin feels like stone. The spirit is willing, but strength is now gone. My feet cannot tell where the path starts to run. The long work is over, the travel is done. The heavy grey dust settles deep on my shawl, a blanket of sorrow that covers us all. My head drops so gently, the burdens now cease. To simply be quiet is the greatest of peace. The silence has claimed all the pain that we bore, the deepest of sleep on the hard cold floor. The journey outside is a beautiful lie, but peace is the moment you simply stop by. Cold floor. The journey outside is a beautiful lie, but peace is the moment you simply stop by. We sought for a fortune, a story to tell, but the comfort we found is the simple wish well. The body gives over, the spirit gives grace. This heavy, tired dust is the heart's resting place. I close up my eyes and I offer my thanks for the quiet relief by the river's slow banks. The struggle is over, the message is clear. The truest of magic is simply to hear. The silence has claimed all the pain that we bore, the deepest of sleep on the hard cold floor. The journey outside is a beautiful lie, but peace is the moment you simply stop by.
Gaelic stone bit hard, the cold wind was cruel. We came from the struggle, each one a fool.
I carried the mountain and you carried the stream, 4 different paths to one single dream.
The roads run forever, but journeys must cease. The greatest of magic is finally peace.
We dropped all the worries like dust on the floor, and found the true meaning right here on the shore.
found the same ember where true spirits glow. No longer alone on the hard open track. The best kind of treasure is never turning back. Treasure is never turning back. Young Ronan is fire, and Niamh is the grace. They bring the bright laughter to this lonely place.
But ain't strong, quiet is the anchor I need. The love in her eyes is the oldest of creed.
The journey outside is a beautiful lie, but the truth is the circle beneath the white sky.
The four winds are over, the chaos is done.
The comfort of knowing that four have become one. We came on the four winds, the wild and the slow, but found the same ember where true spirits glow. No longer alone on the hard open track. The best kind of treasure is never turning back. The fire is low now, the darkness is deep. The secrets the heavens are perfectly keep. Above the cold peaks, where the stone turns to light, we see the old magic that burns in the night.
The path of the Milky Way, where the heroes have flown, a highway of souls we must travel alone. The stars are the memories of worlds that are done. The story the moonlight has silently spun.
The sky is a scroll where the fates have been cast. The future is written on lights of the past. We look up and listen, the cosmos is near. A silence so honest, so ancient, so clear. is a scroll where the fates have been cast. The future is written on lights of the past. We look up and listen, the cosmos is near. A silence so honest, so ancient, so clear.
We saw the great hunter that circles above, and thought of the battles, the sorrow, the love. The tiny cold diamond that shines in the black, a truth that reminds us there is no turning back. It washes the worry, the trouble, the fright, to stand here beneath that incredible light. The world is but small, and the moment is fleeting, but here in the cold, our true spirit is meeting.
The sky is a scroll where the fates have been cast. The future is written on lights of the past. We look up and listen, the cosmos is near. A silence so honest, so ancient, so clear. We walked till our boots had no soul left to tread. Our long weary journey had filled us with dread. Then found this clear water, a sight for the poor, a quiet blue treasure upon the cold shore.
It's cold as a glass and it's far too quiet here. The deepest of secrets are waiting for fear. The moss on the stones feels like sleep on the skin. The rest that our travel must finally let in.
But look at the surface, the softest of blue. It shines with a beauty I only see in you.
Oh, be silent, the air is too thin and too strange. The lake is just water, now quickly let's change.
The deepness I see is a mystery wide, like all of the secrets you cleverly hide. Your hair is the shadow that falls on the stream. You shine like the moon on a long silver dream.
Then your soul is a puddle too shallow to swim. You sparkle and vanish right out on the rim.
The silence we share by the cold, deep water's edge is a truth that the heart makes a delicate pledge. Let the lake keep our secret, the feeling is true. The fairest of wonders is found here with you.
By the cold, deep water's edge is a truth that the heart makes a delicate pledge. Let the lake keep our secret, the feeling is true. The fairest of wonders is found here with you.
You run from the compliments, honest and clean, but your blush is the finest that I have yet seen. The deepest reflection the Loch can impart is the perfect true kindness that lives in your heart.
I see only water and I see only stone. Now stop this long story and leave me alone.
The silence we share by the cold, deep water's edge is a truth that the heart makes a delicate pledge. Let the lake keep our secret, the feeling is true. The fairest of wonders is found here with you. Climb is now done. The wind is my friend on the silent grey ridge where the hard journey ends. Below me the lowlands are lost in the haze. Above only silence in the vast open space. I set down my pack on the moss and the stone and felt all the burdens finally gone. The mountain allows just one moment of peace, a deep honest quiet, a simple relief. The rock is my pillow, the white sky my roof. This silence is honest, the ultimate proof that peace is a moment that finds you up high. Just breath in the cold air beneath the raw sky. Sky my room. This silence is honest, the ultimate proof that peace is a moment finds you up high, just breath in the cold air beneath the raw sky. I watch the black shadow of clouds as they passed, and thought of the old lives that never quite last. The mountains stand still while the empires must fall. A wisdom so simple, encompassing all. I draw in the coldness, the strength of the air. The journey continues, but so does the prayer. My spirit is mended, my mind is now free. The mountains have granted this moment to me. The rock is my pillow, the white sky my roof. This silence is honest, the ultimate proof that peace is a moment that finds you up high, just breath in the cold air beneath the raw sky.
The cobblestone sleeps where the loud market stood. The wind through the alleys remembers the good. We left the stone walls for the breath of the field. Astride we carry the wound that has healed.
No bell rings for morning, no clamor is near, just the sound of the silence that banishes fear. We traded the crowd for a star-scattered view, a life that is quieter, a love that is true.
Sleep, my old city, your gates are now far. We traded your comfort for the light of a star. Sleep soundly, my darling, though mountains divide. We found the true home where the heart can abide. Traded your comfort for the light of a star. Sleep soundly, my darling, though mountains divide. We found the true home where the heart can abide.
The road taught a lesson the pavement had missed, that comfort is found in a life simply kissed by the dew on the moor and the cloud in the sky. not treasures the fast-moving merchants would buy.
We carry no burden, no stone on our back, just stories for sharing upon the cold track. The sun will still rise on the life left behind, but here in the quiet is true peace of mind. Sleep, my old city, your gates are now far. We traded your comfort for the light of a star. Sleep soundly, my darling, though mountains divide. We found the true home where the heart can abide. bear a peak holder, silent alone. She slept by the ocean where empires must cease, 1,000 years of watching to finally find peace. Her gaze holds the battle of sorrow and pain. She learned that all effort will rise and then wane. She knows every shadow the fast traveler casts. The only true treasure is the moment that lasts. The old one is calm now, her long service done. Her lesson is stillness from set until sun. Her silence is stronger than noise or than fear. The patience of ages is why we stand here. Service done. Her lesson is stillness from set until sun. Her silence is stronger than noise or than fear. The patience of ages is why we stand here. She told us the mountain holds wealth that is true, not gold but the strength to just wait and look through. The rush of the journey will fade like the dew. The eye of the watcher sees all things anew. So quiet your breathing and quiet your need, and plant the deep knowledge like planting a seed. The true voice of wisdom is simple and low. The strongest thing living is the slowest to grow. The old one is calm now, her long service done. Her lesson is stillness from set until sun. Her silence is stronger than noise or than fear. The patience of ages is why we stand here. I traded the silence for songs I had known. My voice was my guide through the sun and the shade. The truest of magic is the music I made. The journey is lighter with four on the track. We travel with wisdom, there's no turning back. There's Bran's deep, strong silence and Aine's gentle sight. Their calm is the anchor that holds through the night. I wouldn't trade this life for the world's finest gold. A better adventure can never be told with true friends beside me. The path is so clear. The best kind of magic is simply right here. The path is so clear. The best kind of magic is simply right here. Now Ronan is charming, his smile is too bright. He thinks he can fool me with his silly light. He trips on the stones and he thinks he's so cool. But I am the one watching you, handsome young fool. We gather our strength from the simple shared things, the peace that the quiet good company brings. The road is still long, but the fear is all done. The comfort of four is a victory won. I wouldn't trade this life for the world's finest gold. A better adventure can never be told with true friends beside me. The path is so clear. The best kind of magic is simply right here. For the world's finest gold. A better adventure can never be told with true friends beside me. The path is so clear. The best kind of magic is simply right here.
Soft green crown hill that ignores all the laws. Beneath the white sky where the wind holds its breath, we found the great silence that conquers all death. We saw the grey stone where the king stood of old, the Leofoil watching a story untold. The air holds the echo of crowns that were worn, the day that the first son of air was born. The heart beats so slow like a drum in the clay. We stand where the great ones have faded away. The history of power is simple and deep. The king's soft drumbeat that the ages will keep. So slow like a drum in the clay. We stand where the great ones have faded away. The history of power is simple and deep. The king's soft drumbeat that the ages will keep. They whisper of fire and the smoke of the feast, of magic and battle that came from the east. We close up our eyes and we listen so near. The secrets of heroes we strength not of conquest, but patience and toil. We carry that quiet, that dignity strong, the wisdom that Terra will give to our son. The heart beats so slow like a drum in the clay. We stand where the great ones have faded away. The history of power is simple and deep, the king's soft drumbeat that the ages will keep. Offered hunger, the wind brought the chill. I climbed every mountain and crossed every hill. I saw many embers that faded to gray, but this path we walk now will not slip away.
The long day is done, the shadows now creep. I find your tired face when I try to sleep. The years took the toll and left lines on your hand, but the warmth of your voice makes the cold understandable.
This fire is steady, it holds all its light. It burns for the silence through long lonely night. The truest of magic is patience and trust, a love that won't scatter like fine blowing dust. The core of this heart will not die. The core of this heart will not die. They sought simple passion that burns bright and fast, but true binding love is the quiet one that lasts. The wisdom is simple, the certainty clear. The greatest of strengths is just having you here.
I know all the silence you carry inside, where fear used to wander and shadows would hide. No question is needed, no answer required. Our greatest adventure is being so tired.
This fire is steady, it holds all its light. It burns for the silence through long lonely night. The truest of magic is patience and trust, a love that won't scatter like fine blowing dust. The core of this heart will not die. The core of this heart will not die. slow now. The world disappears beyond the tall oak, where the moss holds the ears. We walk through the vale where the old spirits wait. We pass through the shadows and challenge the fates.
He's gone to the Sinclairs, the Drury towns is new. They say they keep court in the mist and the dew. The silent green kingdom, the magic runs deep. I promise the ancient wild forest will keep.
Oh, the whisper of the forest, the tongue of the deep, where the old gods are watching in magical sleep. It breathes out the silence, the wellspring of dreams, as real as the water that runs through the streams.
The tongue of the deep, where the old gods are watching in magical sleep. It breathes out the silence, the wellspring of dreams, as real as the water that runs through the streams.
The great oak is listening, the hazel tree sees the memory of ages, hangs heavy in the breeze. Don't wake the dark things that lie under the root. Just listen in quiet and gather the fruit.
The power is calling, a low, solemn sound from the heart of the earth in the hallowed ground. The forest is sacred, its promise is true. The ancient breath holds me and flows right through you.
Oh, the whisper of the forest, the tongue of the deep, where the old gods are watching in magical sleep. It breathes out the silence, the wellspring of dreams, as real as the water that runs through the streams.
The tongue of the deep. Oh, the whisper of the forest. That comes the deep.
The cold stone stands silent, its face is worn deep, a place where the old lonely secrets now sleep. The names of the forgotten were etched on the side, but time is a river where nothing can hide. The wind took the letters, The rain made them fade, but I have the music, my voice is the key. I'll sing back their names to the mountain and sea. Oh, 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 The stone may grow cold and the journey may cease, but the power of story will bring forth the peace. The memory will warm where the dark shadows lie. The song is a treasure that never can die. Oh. The stone may grow cold and the journey may cease, but the power of story will bring forth the peace. The memory will warm where the dark shadows lie. A song is a treasure that never can die. I watch the black shadow of clouds as they flew. The world may forget, but the ocean will stand. I bring the old voices back into the light. Ooh, ooh, I bring the old voices back into the light. Ooh, ooh.
The road led us west to the low misty coast, where mountains of shadow are beautifully lost. The moss on the granite, the cold empty sky, the heart of Connemara where travelers sigh. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah. No voice here is shouting, no need to explain. The quiet of ages is stronger than gold. The quiet of ages is stronger than gold. The world may grow fast, but the wildland stays slow. The world may grow fast, but the wildland stays slow. The deepest of beauty is where waters flow. The spirit finds shelter in stone and in space. I watch the clouds gather, the shadow and light. I watch the clouds gather, the shadow and light. And know that your presence has conquered the fright. The longest of journey finds comfort at last in the peace of the silence that memory has cast. We bow to the mountain, we honor the moor, the beauty of stillness that nothing can lure. The lesson is simple, the wisdom is true. The bow may grow fast, but the wildland stays slow. The world may grow fast, but the wildland stays slow. The deepest of beauty is where waters flow. The spirit finds shelter in stone.
found the high stone where the wind always cries, a pile of grey rock beneath ancient grey skies, a tomb on the moorland, a marker of sleep, where secrets the earth has decided to keep.
We paused on the path when the light started dim, and thought of the soldier who lay at the rim. No name on the boulder, no tale to be heard, just silence that speaks every single long word. Oh, the weight of the years on the cold, lonely stone. We share the great quiet, but never alone. The silence remembers the kings and the kin, the journey outside and the journey within. We share the great quiet, but never alone. The silence remembers the kings and the kin, the journey outside and the journey within.
They lie where the cairn was first piled by their hand, the keepers of wisdom, the hearts of the land. We owe them the struggle, the paths that we trod, our feet on the ground and our souls turned to God.
We stood close together and offered a prayer, a breath for the ghosts that still hang in the air, and found on that hilltop so far from the start, the peace of the ages held tight in the heart. On the cold, lonely stone, we share the great quiet, but never alone. The silence remembers the kings and the kin, the journey outside. Oh, the weight of the years. Oh,
strength in my knee, the quiet of water felt strange and too free. The fog on the surface lay heavy and deep, a place where the true promise of quiet can sleep.
My mind became quiet, my fingers were cold. The stories I carried felt sudden and old. The Loch whispered softly, the pain is undone. The sun will not burn and your race is now run.
I just wanna rest where the silence is deep, to leave all the long work the travelers must keep. The deep water calls and I listen too near, to trade all my future for banishing fear. a small light seemed to shine, a perfect reflection that wasn't quite mine. I saw Niamh's wild spirit, the fire in her eye, the joy of her challenge I cannot deny.
The cold in my fingers turned into a hold. My spirit remembered a story untold. The deepness of water is lovely, it's true, but the fire of living is found here with you.
I will not now rest though the silence is deep. I'll leave all the hard work but promises keep. The water is calling but I turn from it near. I trade all the fighting for simply her here. I will not now rest though the silence is deep. I'll leave all the hard work but promises keep. The water is calling but I turn from it near. I trade all the fighting for simply her here.
Cold rain was falling, the hour was late. We pushed through the valley and fought with fate.
Our cloaks became heavy, our spirits were low, with miles still to travel and nowhere to go.
But then we saw sparks through the curtain of grey, a beacon of comfort that showed us the way. We banked the damp wood on a stone near the stream
and found sudden shelter, a traveling dream.
The fire is our shelter when winds start to turn.
The lesson of comfort that we have to learn. We share every flame that the darkness defies.
For hearts by the embers beneath the wet sky.
For hearts by the embers beneath the wet skies.
We hung up the leather and wrung out the damp, the faces of others, a traveler's lamp.
When one soul is weary, the others stay strong. The kindness of friends is the point of a song.
We watch the slow steam rising up from the ground, the most honest silence that can ever be found. And knew in that moment when all else was gone, that together we'd greet the first light of the dawn. The fire is our shelter when winds start to turn.
The lesson of comfort that we have to learn.
We share every flame that the darkness defies.
We pushed through the pines where the earth turned to stone. A circle of giants stood silent alone. The wind died completely, the air turned to glass, a place where the future can wait for the past. A glass in the center was impossibly green, a court for the sea that is seldom yet seen. A shiver of magic, a soft freezing kiss, the kind of cold quiet that man cannot miss. The silent stones watch where the old magic sleeps, the awe and the wonder the traveler keeps. This cold circle holds all the ghosts of the clan, a power so vast since the world first began.
The awe and the wonder the traveler keeps. This cold circle holds all the ghosts of the clan, a power so vast since the world first began. They stand in a pattern that follows the moon, a message to heaven delivered too soon. We owe them the silence, the breath that we hold, a secret that waits to be silently told. We left a small token and quickly stepped back to carry the stillness back onto the track. The memory is chilling, the truth is now clear, the oldest of worlds is forever right here. The silent stones watch where the old magic sleeps, the awe and the wonder the traveler keeps. This cold circle holds all the ghosts of the clan, a power so vast since the world first began. Since the world first began.
They tell me the garden is meant just for kings, but the joy of the forbidden is the finest of things. The world holds its beauty for those who stand back, but the best kind of living is right off the track. They say be quiet when the rich start to roar. Don't ask for a copper, don't ask for some more. But Ronan will laugh when the world starts to fight, and sing for the poor with a passionate might. The heart is the master, the blood is the law. We sing for the passion and conquer the flaw. The best kind of wisdom is fire and the fun. The story is written before it is done. Are meant to be praised. Why stop when their beauty has left me so dazed? Old Bran sees my mischief, but I still will tease. I love how she scolds me, it puts me at ease. Why wait for the moment? Why save for the end? The finest of comforts is what we should spend. The ale is for drinking, the song is for free. The rule of the road is just simply to be. The heart is the master, the blood is the law. We sing for the passion and conquer the flaw. The best kind of wisdom is fire and the fun. The story is written before it is done. To the island where strange things have stood, the cold mountain air of the monks by the wood. The fog gathered heavy, the night was so deep. We sat by the harbour to silently sleep. I swear on the stones that the water turned fast, a shadow like thunder that suddenly passed. I saw in the waves what no man should yet find, a great beast of blackness with fire behind. The wild things are real if you simply believe. Their powerful truth is the gift we receive. The memory of roads that we walked with our friends, the best kind of magic that never quite ends. Things are real if you simply believe. Their powerful truth is the gift we receive. The memory of roads that we walked with our friends, the best kind of magic that never quite ends. Old Bran only sighed and just sipped his warm ale. Said, Ronan, my lad, that's a tired old whale. But Aine just watched with a soft knowing hum. She knows where the wildest of spirits have come. I tell you it's true, though they smile at my sight. I bring you the wonder, the fear and the light. The best of the journey is finding the beast and sharing the legend back home at the feast. The wild things are real if you simply believe. Their powerful truth is the gift we receive. The memory of roads that we walk with our friends, the best kind of magic that never quite ends. things are real if you simply believe. Their powerful truth is the gift we receive. The memory of roads that we walked with our friends. The best kind of magic that never quite ends.
The deep black of night starts to soften to blue. The colors of morning are finally true. The fire burns low now, a whisper of smoke. The dawn is a silence that finally spoke. We gather the bags that we tossed by the fire and pack up the wisdom that lifts us up higher. No hurry to move and no need to chase. Just peace in the air of this temporary place. The journey continues for you and for me. The best of the tales are the ones we will find if we leave all the heaviness safely behind. We turn